I hold a belief that any creative work ever made is inspired by something, whether that be another artist or even life in reality itself. Which is why, for my 300 subscribers special, I wanted to discuss my biggest inspirations for my own creative works, in hopes to inspire others to find inspirations from their favorite things in life. So yeah, we're about to get a good look into the manifesting noggin and what makes him tick. In my childhood, my first fond memories when it came to games was on the GameCube. The first games I've ever played really on there was Ocarina of Time, Wind Waker, and Mario Sunshine. These three games would go on to define my art style and tone throughout my art, with Wind Waker being the strongest influence. So in regards to that, I can't really say I was a fan of the gritty stuff around that time, so naturally I was drawn to something more welcoming and full of life. However, there was one issue. I used to suck at video games. I couldn't even get past the sword training in Wind Waker, and I straight up struggled with PD Piranha in Sunshine. In Ocarina of Time, I had no idea how to get past the Great Deku Tree. However, I was luckily able to hop on my dad's save on Ocarina of Time to explore Hyrule at my leisure, exploring a massive field and checking out all the locales, just goofing off in general. Sadly though, this didn't work out for Wind Waker, because its Great Sea was just so vast, oh. And sadly for Mario Sunshine, my dad never played. Regardless, I was still fond of the colorful and enchanting art styles in each game, solidifying me as a fan of Nintendo's games. And hey, when I grew older, I actually did go back to do a completionist run of all three of those games. Of course, I can't hop off the Zelda train without mentioning Majora's Mask, a colorfully dark Zelda game that was rather elusive to me in my teenage years, partly due to the Ben Drowned creepypasta. But apart from the creepypasta, I found the game fascinating for its unique quest set out for Link, and the events transpiring throughout. This is the most alive a Zelda game has ever felt, giving its 3-day schedule system for the NPCs, along with an actual end-of-the-world scenario if you decide to sit and do nothing, as the moon crashes into Termina. Majora's Mask, the N64 version, is a Zelda game I consider a masterpiece, a game that is worthwhile all throughout the adventure, and on top of that, it has one of the greatest songs in all of Zelda, the Song of Healing. This iconic piece of music, along with many of Zelda's other songs, have been a major inspiration to me musically. I love how much emotion these seemingly simple songs can evoke, and I desire to recapture that emotion through my own music as well. And on the subject of music, let's move on to my next inspiration: Minecraft. The original Minecraft Volume Alpha and Beta are made up of breathtakingly beautiful tracks, which somehow manages to always enhance the gameplay no matter what you are doing. And apart from gameplay, it makes great background music to listen to. Now of course, it's not only the music I love about Minecraft, but also the creative freedom the game offers. This game has served as my launching pad to my creative endeavors into animation and YouTube content in general. While I've had some interest in animation and game dev in the past, Minecraft was a major factor in me pursuing that direction. I cannot ignore my Minecraft-filled past on this site, and I will not forget about the fun times I had making Minecraft animations and whatnot. And now that leaves me with one final inspiration to cite: Halo. More specifically, Halo 3. Halo 3 was the first game my sister and I ever beat, and often is a core part of my childhood, always being a game both my sister and I could enjoy together. And that was the same for Halo Reach and 4. Later in my life, I would find out how expansive the Halo universe is, thanks to channels such as Hidden Xperia detailing the deep lore the series has to offer, along with the fantastic storytelling and legendary score from the series, which inspired me to craft stories that are well thought out and planned accordingly, a narrative that flows seamlessly and remains consistent throughout, which is a goal I have intended for my own series, Daisley, a Zelda and Halo inspired series, with a lot of mystery and unique and lovable characters that I desire to be emotional and colorfully dark. Of course, I have plenty of other inspirations like Sonic, which inspired me to draw in the first place, and the wealth of many other Zelda games, which as of right now, I've beaten all of them, including Tears of the Kingdom, clocking in 170 hours? What the heck? That's more than the time I spent on Breath of the Wild, and that game's been out for 6 years. Anyways, my whole goal in making this special was to inspire people to take inspiration. Don't be afraid to look at what you love and try to put your own spin on it, just as long as you're not ripping off everyone. So yeah, that's all I have for now. Goodbye, and stay hyper imaginative.